Good morning, straight back at it, 4:30 in the morning after a 9-hour rest from a 15-hour day yesterday. Tired is understatement. I'm starting to wake up a little bit with a nice fresh air, but let's crack on with the day, shall we? One of the first jobs this morning, trying to locate where the trailer is. Attach the kingpin and clip, make sure it's all secured. Very nice sky this morning, lots of pinks and purples in there. Job number one for this morning is 122 miles away, looking at a 3-hour drive to get there, and it's just off the M5 at a place called Tewkesbury. So I've got one delivery there, and then I've got 2 deliveries in Yates, and then that is me done. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be a backload for tomorrow morning booked, or a case of trying to make my way back. If it's Yates and back, normally I could do that in one day, no problems. I did extend the times yesterday, so I've just got to keep an eye on that. Hopefully I won't have to extend and I can make it back today with no problems. It all depends on the traffic getting down and coming back up, as well as if there's anything booked for tomorrow morning for collection to come back up. So I've got my overnight bag ready just in case. I do believe it's going to be a night out, most likely. I can hear something rattling inside. Oh, I don't know what it is. It sounds like 2 forks clashing against each other every time we're over a bump. It's quite annoying. I don't know what it is. Oh, there's nothing worse when you're driving down the road and you can hear a noise in the corner and it's inside the cab. So I know it's not anything external like flapping around like the wind deflector or anything. What is that? It's like something rolling. I'll try and find it later on when I stop off at the lights. Making pretty good timing at the moment. Just gone past Keele services in between the 2 Stoke junctions on the M6 southbound. Still got 80 miles to go though, and it's currently 6:30 now. I don't think the first job is booked in until 10 o'clock, I think, seeing it on my scanner. However, I don't know if it's a proper time slot or like an estimate type thing that we give them that we'll be there for. So if we rock up at 8:30, hopefully they should be able to accept it, no problems. I'm going to try my best anyway to get in nice and early. And then the second job is over in Yates. It's the same business though, but they've got 2 different warehouses, probably about a quarter of a mile from each other. And last time I was there, they accepted both locations at the first place, because they've got a little van that does like shunting in between, taking pallets from one place to the other place. So I'm going to try my best today, see if we can smooth talk them into accepting both deliveries at the first location instead. Save me messing about going to the second one. So it's worth a try, isn't it? Quite decent guys at the place anyway, so hopefully they should be able to do it for me. Just stopping off now at Stafford Services. Need to get some fuel for on the way down. I've got just below 3/4 of a tank, so I'm just topping it up. But the best thing about these services is that the petrol station part is by Asda. And now because it's run by Asda, you get all the good deals. So you get like your meal deals for £4, so you're not paying a fortune at the services like you normally would. You get a can of Monster for £1.80 instead of £2.60 at a lot of other places. So that's one of the big problems. A lot of these services that you go to, you get absolutely ripped off. I mean, I remember seeing a bag of Doritos, one of the big bags, for £4. £4 for a grab bag of Doritos. Is that crazy or what? Take you. Prawn cocktail crisp. And of course, can of Monster. Looks a little bit heavier than normal around this part. I say heavier than normal, it's always like this. Traffic on the way down's been alright actually this morning. As I said before, making quite good timing. Unfortunately, around the Wolverhampton junction is where it starts getting a little bit more heavier. And it's pretty much just mainly congestion, to be fair. So it should get through pretty quickly. Still got 47 miles to go. And about 1 more hour of driving, give or take. Just depends how quick we could get through this lot. I do believe I have actually been this place before. So I just need to stay in the right hand lane, keep left indicator on, get a nice big swing around. And if I'm correct in thinking, I think it's Benson's for Beds or whatnot. It's one of the bed places. I remember coming over this bridge thinking I was going to a housing estate. So I do believe what I'm delivering today might be, I think it's 4 or 5 pallets of maybe pillows or materials that they make the bed out of. It's quite light anyway. I think they weigh about 50 kilogram each one, each pallet. Just need to spin it around in the yard. And I think I got offloaded last time just on the corner on the right hand side. Right, there's a trailer in there at the moment. Not too sure where to go, I want me to get unloaded. I'll spin it round in this little section around here and then to park it up on the left hand side. So where's that one going? Where's he going? I think he's trying to do the same, to be honest. Yeah. That's the first job all done, and it's only just hit 9 o'clock as well. Next job is over in Yates, and let's find out how far away Yates is from where we are now. Approximately a 1 hour drive, and it is 40 miles from where we are now. Nice and easy, straight down the M5, and then we're just off the M5 through a little country road, and then we are at Yates. Just got to keep a little bit of distance from that white line, because it's a little bit of a blind bend, as you can see. I don't fancy a truck or a bus coming around the corner. So I need to make sure there's plenty of space for the turn for the trailer or the bus. Oh, that's alright, there's only a couple of cars. Did take me a while first time I went to that place for delivery. I was on this roundabout and I was debating for ages thinking, can I actually get across there? Or is it a dead end on the other side? You gotta pull over, do a bit of Google mapping, a bit of research for it, make sure it's all correct before making that plunge if you're unsure. Always go by your gut instinct. If it doesn't feel right, normally it's not right. And always just get out and check as well. You can always park your truck on like a big open road, put your hazard lights on, have a walk down, make sure it's all nice and clear for you if you're unsure as well. Don't be afraid of doing that. Now, I don't remember all these houses here on the left-hand side last time I came down. So they've absolutely thrown them up, haven't they? Well, that's a 45-minute break taken care of over at Michael Wood's Services on the southbound of the M5. Not too bad little service station, this one, to be fair. Parking's normally alright. Well, I've not seen... I don't know if that's meant to be on an angle or was that lifted to get underneath it to get work done. But I've never seen a flatbed trailer do that before. Where it just tips on the side on. Quite impressive actually, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day in this game, don't you? Time is currently 10:30 now. Because I started at 4:30 this morning, I needed to make sure I'd taken at least 15 minutes before 10:30. Doing a 6-hour working time. So I thought I might as well have a 45-minute break, nice and early. So I've got a fresh driving time as well as fresh working time directives. And I've got 25 minutes before I'm at the location for the next drop. After this, straight back up, and quite possibly, quite very much so, I might be able to make it home for the night. Which is winning, if that's the case. Quite a bit of a long drive though on the way back, probably about 4 hours or something with traffic, etc. As soon as we can get in and out of this place, the better. Arrived here now at job number 2. And I've just got to try and snake it round and close the containers on the left hand side, which you'll see when I leave. We've got to stay close to them, bit of a blind snake. Pretty much following for the middle of it. Job's a good one. Now these things are a pain in the backside. Some of the older trailers have these little bars in them. So what you got to do is put the notch on, get to the bottom, at the top, push down this bit and lock it in. Give it a little wobble, make sure it's all connected, but they're a pain in the backside. If you know, you know. And also the trailers have 2 on each side as standard. Don't release both at the same time because it will drop the roof down a little bit and then it's next to impossible to get them back up. So only do one at a time when you move them. Unfortunately, I couldn't tip it here, all the pallets. So I've got to take the other 5 pallets to the other place around the corner. It's only about a quarter of a mile, if that, and that's going all the way around the estate. It's a little bit tight at times when getting in and out of this place. Come on, power, power, come on, come on, come on. I've got no weight on. Oh my word, truck's power then as if I had 28 ton on the back. Just didn't want to move out, did it? Thank you very much. So we can get through these lights in time. Not the best timing ones, are they? Nope, they're on red already. A little bit easier reversing this one. Gotta make sure they can get on both sides. Jobs are all done. Back home, it's 167 miles. Realistically, I'm looking at 4 hours because I'm adding an extra half hour on because of traffic, etc. Straight up the M5, up the M6, and then home we get. And I've got 4 hours and 24 minutes left before I need to take a break. With any luck, I can make it back in one hit. And I can still extend for another hour as well, because yesterday I didn't extend the driving time itself. It was the working time that I was running out with mainly. For some reason, the sat-nav always wants to take me the wrong way whenever you come to Yates. It always wants me to go down, I think it's on the M4. Yeah, so jump onto the M4, then the M5. However, there's a nice quicker way, an easier way. Just here now on the right hand side. So if I do right down here, go towards, I think it's Iron Acton off the top of my head. Cut through the little village. It takes me straight to the M5, right where Michael Wood services are. And it's a little bit of a nicer drive this way as well. I like driving down roads like this, if we're being honest. Keeps you more alert. You're constantly thinking, constantly looking up the road, all the hazards, etc. But if you're on a motorway, it can get a little bit tedious, can't they? Oof, it's got really warm all of a sudden as well. Currently 21.5 in the cab. Feeling it a little bit. Think I might have to break the aircon back on for a little bit. Correction, Iron Acton is to the left of these lights, I'm going to the right. I read out one of the signs in a second for the place, I can't really remember what it was, I just drove past it as well. I can't see the sign on the left because it's overgrown. Chitting Sodbury's on the other way. I can't remember what this little place is called. I think it's on Watton Road anyway, so that might be something to do with it. Possibly. Who knows? Seems to be a little bit easier going through this way. All the farmers are still out in the field as well, getting all the harvest done. All the hay bales stacked up. See them there in the field on the left hand side. beat working in the outdoors anyway. Unless it's raining, thunderstorms and all that. I think inside kind of wins on that one, doesn't it? To be honest. Still driving through all the little back roads. I think one of the places that I drove through was, I think that Bagstone or something like that. That was a while back though now. Gone through 2 or 3 like little village areas. I think it's Cromhall, this part of the area. It's not a too bad little drive though. Cuts out quite a bit of the motorway journey on the M4 onto the M5 section. It's 40 miles an hour down here as well, so it's not too bad. Never any traffic as well, which is always a bonus, isn't it? I'm really unsure about the truck in front, whether it's on fire or it's just black smoke coming from the exhaust. It's stacked up with logs, so you just see like black smoke just coming up. I thought it was on fire at first. I think it's just when it was going up the hill. Currently 2:15 at the moment, and probably getting on about 40 minutes of driving. It's pretty much been like this all the way down. Stop, start, stop, start. Nothing interesting at the moment, unfortunately. But the roads are just really, really busy. I've seen a couple of signs on the Matrix as well saying to people, if you go into Scotland, avoid junction, if it's like 38 to 40 around there, due to it being closed due to an accident, so go on the M1 northbound instead. I can't see that affecting right down here where we are at the moment, so God knows what's happening around here in the Birmingham region. Just about to come off the M5 very shortly. I'll try and get onto the M6 near Wolverhampton, because the sat nav 1 mile left before I can get onto there. I do normally expect a little bit of traffic around here though, but just not as much as what there has been. And it'll probably be a little bit slow as I'm getting onto the M6 as well. Probably does slow down a little bit. It's never a good sign when you can see an ambulance coming behind you. I'm just going to leave a bit of space so the ambulance can then get in between the lanes if needed. I was so hoping to get home tonight. I really was. I've got 2 hours of driving time left before I need to take a break. I don't think I've got a lot that I can extend it for. I'm not too sure how many hours I've done overall, you see, today. I've got 61 miles still to go. As you can see at the moment, it is pretty much like a car park at the moment. And the time is currently 2:45. According to the sat nav, if there was no traffic, I'll be looking at about 1 hour and 15, 1 hour and 20 minutes to get back to the yard. However, the way things are at the moment, it could be doubled that. That's a very nice Ferrari here as well, coming up on the right hand side. Don't know if the camera's going to be getting it. No, the van's gone in the way. The van's gone in the way, you can't see it anyway. Oh, there we go. It's coming up now. You might be able to see it. Ah, very nice. Well, it's a little bit more miserable up north as well, isn't it? Traffic's all cleared up. It's currently 3:10 now, 50 miles still to go. Sat nav is saying 4:20, and that's without traffic. But down on Bristol, it was quite nice and sunny, quite nice and warm. Where up north, well, you can see it yourself really, quite miserable, isn't it? A little bit wet, a little bit damp, to say the least. I think you're just seeing on the matrix sign as well, just then, a half-hour warning or 20-minute warnings on one of the signs, the junctions. Hopefully that's not the case. And hopefully we'll just get straight back. Just got to take extra care though with your stopping distance and with the other vehicles around you as well. When it's really bad rain like this, you get water surface on the road which can affect your steering, and then your braking distance as well, so make sure you take a little bit extra care whilst you're driving around in weather like this. I've got just over 30 minutes driving time left, so I'm just going to pull over onto the services, take a break so then I can extend my driving time by another hour, because I don't think 30 minutes is going to make it at this rate. It's currently stood still completely through that traffic, and I've still got 12 miles to go. So I don't know if there's been another accident around this region, or is it backed up from where the motorways close at 36. I can't see it backing up that much because that's like 15 junctions away. And I wouldn't really say it's congestion at 4 o'clock. Hopefully it's cleared up a little bit now on the motorway. Probably not. Right, I've got 2 hours and 23 minutes in total. And that'll be 10 hours done for today. Motorways again still at a standstill. And working time directive, I could work until 7:30 again tonight. That's 15 hours. Yeah, believe it or not, you could work 15 hours 3 times in a week. Technically, you can actually work 15 hours every single day of the week, but you can only reduce your rest hour period by 9 hours 3 times a week. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that one. Obviously though, if you're working 15 hours every single day, you'd need to have a 9 hour, then a 11 hour, then a 9 hour again. But yeah, the infringement actually goes off not working 15 hours, it goes off your 9 hour rest periods. Right then, moment of truth, let's have a look at this. Yep, not looking good. Reminds me actually, I need to ring Leanne because she works not too far from here and she's got to go pick little man up tonight, so she might have to leave a little bit earlier. Whew. Got back here 5:15, I'm just dropping the trailer now, go in the yard, park up, and then that is me done for the day. So it should be done by 5:30, which would then be another 13-hour day done after a 9-hour reduced rest from a 15-hour shift the day before. That's why I've got bags underneath my eyes right now, because I'm knackered. Just another day as a HCV driver though, as they say. But on that note, I am going to call it a day on the video. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, stay safe out there folks. Bye for now.